What's up, YouTube? Back at it again with another banger video. This time we're looking at Batman Hush, issue 9. And if you look closely at this cover, there seems to be something weird going on here. Like there may have been like splicing of two drawings. Like he maybe drew this image of Batman and realized it wasn't tall enough. So they had to add this. Because it doesn't, it looks like there's a clear like line going right here where they had to build onto it at the top. But you probably wouldn't notice this in the individual issue because that's where, you know, the title's going to go, Batman. And this comes from Batman issue 616. So, 616. And it's the showdown with Ra's al Ghul. I'm going to try and keep from saying Raish, but we'll see how well that goes. It starts off with a really cool sequence. We see the private jet of LexCorp. Talia Head, you know, Talia al Ghul, she's the person who's heading up LexCorp right now, while Lex Luthor is president. So Bruce is following this private jet. Down here on the last panel, we see that he's firing this type of cable at the plane. And he zip lines on between two moving planes. He zip lines to the LexCorp plane. But he goes to the escape door on the plane, and he places this device on there, and he's able to pull off the escape door. And if you were flying Boeing, you wouldn't even have to do that. It just comes right off anyways. So anyways, Batman's into to this LexCorp plane, and the Batwing, it just takes off, you know, autopilot. And now he's in the plane. We see like all this garbage and stuff is flying all around the plane because the seal has been broken, and the air pressure is pulling everything out of the escape hatch. Batman finds Talia, and he's wearing this rigid type of flight suit. I don't know why, but apparently he felt like he needed to dress up for this occasion. He couldn't just do this in his regular costume. But he takes Talia. They make their escape. They parachute down to his boat that he has waiting there, the Bat boat, and they take off in it. And we cut to Washington, D.C. President Luthor is there. And put this, like, remember how Luthor looks, because we're gonna see another character, and Jim Lee kind of does this. He kind of has same face syndrome, you know, where everyone kind of looks the same. He has a handful of different faces, and that's the way you're just gonna get like one or two of these faces per issue. That's the way everyone looks, you know. Just swap out the hair, swap out the eye color. But remember how Lex looks, because we're gonna see Harvey Dent later on, and he looks exactly the same. But anyways, cut to back to the Batcave, and there's a sword stabbed into one of Batman's computer consoles. And Batman rushes upstairs. He has to check on Alfred, make sure he's okay. Alfred's just fine. He didn't know, but someone has broken into the Batcave without setting off any alarms. And here we go. Here's the the Two-Face drawing. So only two pages away. So like there's Lex. See Lex, and there's Two-Face. And tell me that that's not the same person. I mean, that looks so incredibly close. Like you could, I don't know, give one of them like a big nose, or a different looking nose, or a pointy chin or something. Just something to differentiate these two bald white guys. But as it is, they look remarkably similar. So much so that I thought the first time reading this that this was Lex Luthor. But no, it's Harvey Dent, and he's had reconstructive surgery to fix his bad half, his scarred half, and now he's all one again. And he claims that the Two-Face persona is behind him, that he's all Harvey Dent now, and he's coming to Jim Gordon to make an alliance. And now we're in North Africa, in the desert, where Ra's al Ghul is waiting for Batman. So Ra's al Ghul, in this story, he has nothing to do with the plot, with what's going on. He gets wrapped into this issue, and there's really no point to it. He has nothing to do with, Hush or whatever's going on. But I guess Jim Lee wanted to draw all the big villains. So, Jeff Loeb found a way to fit Ra's al Ghul into this story. But he really has no reason for being here. They have a little sword fight, do the little Neil Adams gimmick. Meanwhile, back in Gotham, Catwoman is holding Talia Head, which is Talia al Ghul. She's holding her hostage or prisoner, and one of her assassin bodyguards bursts in, and they have a little fight. And meanwhile, Batman and Ra's al Ghul still having their sword fight in North Africa. All while this is going on, we see that because that assassin broke through the skylight, that all these shards of glass fell on the ground, that Talia was able to catch one of these pieces of glass and use it to cut her ropes. And then Batman just straight up stabs him right here. He just stabs him right through the stomach, which it's not going to be fatal because Ra's al Ghul has the Lazarus Pits, which will heal you, which is why he's basically immortal. And he's bested him in combat now. But he didn't know that there's these guys like hiding in the sand. The League of Assassins. Or the League of... Is it the League of Shadows? Is it League of Shadows or League of Assassins? I don't know. I feel like I've heard both. Catwoman's still fighting this assassin bodyguard, and as this assassin's about to kill Catwoman, we see Talia hits her with a chair, real wrestling move. And knocks her out, and she says, "Stay out of my life." She doesn't want her dad, protecting her, sending off his assassins to protect her. She's trying to make it her own way in the world, so she doesn't want anything to do with her dad. And she makes her escape with this zip line thing that she has. So what doesn't make sense is now on this page, Batman shows up to that same place and Talia's still there. So I guess she left, and then the assassin got up and left, and then Talia came back or something. I don't really understand the timeline of events that's going on in this page. But she kisses Batman and realizes that he doesn't love her anymore. He's not kissing her back. And it's because he has feelings for Catwoman. And he brings Catwoman back to the Batcave. Alfred's stitching him up. And she sees like all these scars on his back. Reminds me of the Alex Ross painting of Bruce Wayne with all the scars on his back. And we get a little montage of Batman recounting how he got all these scars. Some from Two-Face, some from Joker, some from Two-Face, and this. And he's like, that's from you. That's when you sliced open my stomach, remember? So that's basically the end of the issue. And then we have this interlude here where Batman's like, we have to do work. And it's just Alfred and Catwoman talking about him. And Alfred, he kind of gives his blessing here. He says that he's noticed a change with Bruce, and it's for the better. And he attributes that to Catwoman. So he's kind of giving his blessing on their relationship. So that's it for this one. Tune in for next issue. It'll be part 10 of Batman Hush. Hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye.